Lane tax does not exist for OMG at this point. They have lane happy time. Look out, Wild Turtle. Here comes Loveland.
Turtle on the side. He's going to fully shell for this one.
Yeah.
He's going, gets the Q out. Oh, he puts it around. That was pretty nice. Pie in the face for Cool. Tries to get himself back with a meat shield coming in of Loveland. And it was just so back and forth. Even Turtle didn't know it.
Yeah, that was no escape for Wild Turtle. Loveland was too fast and Cinder did too much damage.
Ooh. So going, trying to put himself in the bush to give himself an upper hand there on the fight. Dyrus doesn't choose to go in. Looks like he will be able to pressure this lane, possibly picking up that bottom turret. TSM able to grab the first turret, not early in the game, but for the dragon that OMG grabbed. OMG has since then grabbed dragons and 4 turrets to answer back. So Team Solo Mid is keeping the wards up, and they're trying to get back into this one.
OMG is still undefeated in the group stage, and they seem to be getting stronger as the group stage commences, because even though TSM is 1 game away from elimination, look out, Dyrus.
Dyrus gets into this one. It looks like they brought him an extra big glass for the drink, and this one's going to put him out for the night. Goes down. Coma picking up the kill on that one. It looks like they get the blue buff for themselves. That was not a steal.
Dyrus is just too far behind to be a realistic split push threat, but because he's built split push items, he's forced into making bad decisions right now. Loveland also fighting in the jungle.
This is a good catch, but that is a big Shen shield as well. Loveland, that passive is going to start coming up for him. You can see it revolving around him, but he goes down. Reginald's able to get the kill there. Going with huge damage towards the back line is San really not being affected. Now the focus is on to San. They are forcing OMG to flash away here. 7,000 gold down. This catch equals good, but Cool's on the backside. Will Cool be able to close in fast enough?
Syndra is not a very quick champion right now, but she is behind them. I don't even know if they're strong enough to take on TSM here, because there's a lot of health bars on TSM right now.
Koma's in a perfect spot to get those crows out to really push this one over the edge. Going very low, but with the unity of his team, they can easily take out 1 by 1. They have to be careful, though.
I wonder if Cool's going to get someone here, because he has the damage to just blow someone.
Turtle gets Coma! No, he didn't finish it! He did! The red buff is there!
He's dead!
It might be too much damage. Exploded out on that one. Going comes over the wall. This is the unity here. They may be able to take out one after the other. Dyrus enters. Hemo Plague is going to be taking down Shen. Going falls to this. No, he puts the feint on! Where'd he get the HP from? Dyrus now running from Loveland. Should not poke the bear. Cool just on the backside. Looking to drag this one and continue the fight. Throwing back Dyrus. Dyrus tried to get in for the kill for Cool, and I think might have baited himself into death here. Reginald says, wait a minute, I got your back, bro. Pay life on this one.
Spell Vamp and the Q right there. This fight's been going on for a while, Riv. I'll give you a break there. I can't even talk about that fight. It's still an 8,000 gold lead for TSM. They caught OMG in a tough spot. They need to fight for this one, but they're fighting from a really deep hole. Nearly mathematically eliminated right here for TSM. Even if they win, they need a lot of help. And winning against an undefeated group stage team down 8,000 gold is a daunting task, but you know, you got to give it to them. They're going for plays now, and that's what they need to do to get back into it.
Yeah, I got to say, Jed, it's been a short amount of time since OMG was really just in the driver's seat in this game. It was only a few minutes ago, so that was a good move, and it was necessary for Team Solo Mid, but it's a short step in the long race that they have here. 9,000 gold down now. We'll say 8,000. They're about to reach 31. Those turrets have been stalled, which is really allowing them to clean back up their map and get back into this one. Hopefully in their minds to win this next fight as well. That is some big damage. 100 to 0. Pretty quick.
Thing Cinder does right there. One-shot turtles, because it's just the single target burst damage from Cinder is some of the highest in the game. Maybe Veigar can add higher damage, but the repeatability of that right now. Cool has a 69-second cooldown on Unleashed Power at this point. That's without a blue buff. He has got 400 plus ability power right now, 409. And because of the map control that OMG has, in small part because Coma's Oracles, anytime TSM tries to get farmed, they go down.
Boom, right on a Coma. Orbit Deception to come back. No, the Shen shield comes out. The fear goes down. And they get the cookie to crumble in the right direction here for OMG, taking down Reggie. They need to try to make those picks, though. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just OMG being one step ahead and using their gold advantage. Reginald doesn't have the itemization to one-shot supports.
One after the other. OMG knows to continue the control, to continue to move on to something else after you get those kills and not let them go to waste. Looks like they may be grabbing a 6th turret here, the 2nd tier top.
And there are too many people dead on TSM for them to be out here.
Dyrus is in a bad spot. There's that pool going down. He's going to try to get in for some more transfusion, but cannot. And OMG takes over the 2nd tier turrets of the game.
Yeah, they're just going to continue this push in. Cool didn't even get his ultimate off. It fizzled onto the pool of blood from Dyrus, but that's how much damage the rest of OMG was doing. They still bursted him down. 0-6-0 for Dyrus, an incredibly rough game. Everyone on OMG, they've actually picked up the pace of their kills. They have 25 kills, 25 minutes in. A kill a minute is absolutely incredible, and it kind of goes to show why OMG is first place in the group stage here, the only team that has not dropped a game yet in the group stage at the World Championships, and with the unconventional picks, and with the sub.
Coming into this, we see, teams from China, OMG, teams from Korea as well, coming in with these different picks, able to put in new players as they come in and still thwart teams out of this one. And the main thing is the game completely sways in the mid-game. The first item completion seems to be all they need. The first tower seems to be all they need. Coming back from these seems to be almost impossible once one of these teams gets a lead.
Yeah, OMG definitely works on a different clock than a lot of teams, and it could potentially be a weakness, but it hasn't been exposed quite yet because no one... Whoa,
there you go.
There we go. Get a nice little Golem buff back. But no one has actually been able to overcome OMG in the early game, and even the little edges the TSM is able to grab, like when Wild Turtleneck Special got the kill bottom lane, or when Reginald and Odd One were able to convert an early kill onto Cool. It just got turned around back on them because Loveland had so much presence. Ganking so frequently is something that we actually haven't seen in a while because generally in the past, if people put up heavy warding, they're able to stop that. But there's something about the way that OMG is doing this the teams just haven't figured out yet, and it's why they're able to pick off so many kills.
They're giving themselves a little advantages as well, taking Dragon, making sure everything on the map is in their favor before they really press forward. Reginald, not in a super dangerous spot, but he's sitting on a ward right there. They have vision of him, and they can pinch like this whenever they want. So you can see how much Team Solomid is trying to push themselves over the limit to get back in this game, being out of position. Yeah,
TSM has to do something rather crazy right here, but they're kind of trapped because Dyrus has the split push Vladimir build. He is 0-6-0, and it's basically a 4v4 in the jungle against people that are substantially stronger than them. Cool is level 17, and look at X Special explode.
A huge burst there. The True Shot Barrage not really hitting its target. The Crow's going to go out, so there's no reaction for TSM to come back in here as they're all silenced. 25-9. Big gold leads coming in on the side just to break it apart. Cool right now sitting on 11,500 gold as they go into the fight. This is going to be where you see that damage come in. Coma on the outside. It's not going to hit. Dyrus is the first one to go down. They can still disengage this fight. That is exactly what they're trying to do. Going with the taunt onto Special. Turtles actually on not the side he wants to be on, and they will have eyes on. Reginald is trying to bait them into another side of the fight, and it's been TSM trying to draw them away from the fight. But Reggie goes back in. One kill as Kama actually gets out alive here, and they may be able to take down Reginald to finish this one off. The persistence of OMG is winning the extended fights.
Reggie's got a big smile on his face, though, because he took out Cool. Wild Turtle did get Coma right there. All in all, a 3-for-2 is not the worst thing TSM could be involved with, but it does leave them vulnerable to this mid lane push from OMG.
These have to be the most chaotic fights with running, tunneling that we've seen, going back and forth, coast to coast. This one leaves OMG with 3 strong, but TSM is spawning as well, starting to grab the home guards on their side. Is going to help them with a little bit of this defense. And we see an inhibitor turret possibly going down, not showing respect here. They don't have enough to engage.
The rest of OMG needs to do well to run away right now because they are outnumbered. If X Special can get a slow onto Loveland, it would go a long way.
He's got it. Oh, he stopped the Moby Boots.
There's
the slow. Have this. That's going to be big. He throws down the Storm. Odd One in there. Dyrus is there as well. We got to remember, Reginald not in this fight yet. He's all the way in base, so they're doing this with 4 people trying to go strong. The Odd One goes down. That means there's 3 to count. Sam very low, under 100 HP, and they are going to be able to pressure them out. But what are they going to do with this?
Not much. I feel like the rest of TSM is unable to chase any farther. Reginald is their main chaser, and TSM had a very split push focused team composition. They ran something like this against Lemon Dogs when they had Zed in the mid lane and Dyrus on Vladimir as well, and they pulled very far ahead, and Dyrus was able to 1v1 and be a threat split pushing. But as we see here, with Dyrus being 0-7, when he tries to do that against this OMG team, they just kill him, and then they kill the rest of TSM. And because TSM doesn't have the team fight tools for chasing down OMG, those extended, long, chaotic fights continually go in the favor of OMG. That and the giant gold lead contribute to that fact.
And when you have a ton of glass cannons coming in, nobody building really anything to extra protect themselves. Reggie getting in, puts himself right by the Baron though. Gets himself a little bit out, nice true shot barrage. Now Loveland taking Baron damage, microing it very well, giving the double kill to Wild Turtle. This is gonna be big. That was definitely a Reginald call.
The alley-oop there from the odd one. I don't know the block, I'd have to say. That was a perfect block right there from the odd one. Cataclysming him in to take the ace in the hole for Reginald. That was a very nice play by TSM, getting the crescendo over the wall of the Baron. They definitely caught Loveland and Coma completely off guard there. Just getting both of them in the crescendo, and then also pissing off the Baron a little bit so that he would hit for them. Loveland took a bit of damage from the Baron as well. Odd one hopped in front of the ace in the hole. And they get the double for Wild Turtle. Very well played.
So, TSM playing more of a cohesive unit now, staying together. Dyrus could be in a bad spot here. There is 50% of his HP, the taunt to come out, but he actually has drawn them out a little bit. That was interesting that he chose to come out instead of draw them towards the team.
And you could see Dyrus was only worth 90 gold for that kill on the go going.
That taunt was coming out.
Yeah. That kill is hardly worth it at this point for OMG, aside from the death timer of Dyrus. It allows them to take the blue buff, and it means TSM has to wait another 30 seconds to make their next move. But this pacing, 43 kills in this game, 30 minutes in, ever-increasing lead by OMG, despite the few mishaps that have happened for OMG. Thanks to actually a couple of nice risks that TSM has taken, OMG is in complete control. This is actually a very normal type of OMG game. They will actually give a couple kills back here and there because they put themselves in so many awkward situations.
It looks good, for OMG. Whoa, could be going for this again.
There's another
Looks
one.
like they're going to pressure it out. Knowing Dyrus is down, that is a lot of area of effect damage you missed from Hemoplague. Wouldn't even have it if they were in this fight since his ultimate itself is down.
Yeah, I don't think OMG is going to take a risk of
pressured.
getting caught there.
Where?
Instead, they're just going to try and catch kills around here. They're going to continue doing this, I think. They do not want to get into a smite war with the odd one, so someone has to push Jarvan back before OMG takes this Baron safely. They don't have as many wall hoppers as we've seen from other OMG compositions, but they're definitely looking for some type of fight.
Reginald goes down instantly. They have everything covered that they need right now. The true shot barrage was very close, but it goes to Loveland. The odd one tries to get it himself in, goes down as well. Two members of TSM here to guard the base.
Yeah, odd one had some big smiles there as well. He knows he went in a little too early. OMG stopped damage on the Baron, and that's why the smite actually happened for Loveland. Wild Turtle.
Slow and steady wins the race. Nope, they're not going to pursue. Looks like he'll be able to get out of this one. Nope, he won't. So they're going to chase him, eventually take him down. We got Dyrus in the bottom lane pushing. Turtle here is going to run them for their money. A little ring around the rosy, cat and mouse game, but OMG is going to be pushing this mid inhibitor.
This is not going to help the stat book of TSM in this game. They've done 33 times in 33 minutes, and now the middle inhibitor getting pushed down by OMG. Wild Turtle is running a marathon right now.
Dyrus going deep, trying to get that minion farm down so they can't get out.
No.
Turtle! Turtle gets himself in a bad spot. He is forced to go this way. He's like, Dyrus, I thought you were going to help me. He flashes over the wall. He says, do that again. And Going says, all right, I will. Here it comes. He stands tall, stands true with a smile on his face and eats that one.
Got to take it like a man afterwards. He ran halfway across the map, and when he knew his day was done, he just stopped on it. Dyrus, I think he's going to go down here, Rip.
Yeah, he throws down the Hemoplague. He gets silenced up there. If you're going to go down, why not do it at a party with your friends?
Yeah, fair enough. 72 gold now.
70, yeah.
Dyrus ticker. His market value is dropping rapidly.
Stocks are going up.
Yeah.
34 minutes into this one. Looks like OMG looking to put the last and final stranglehold here on TSM. They have pretty much control of the game as Team Solo Mid, still doing what they can to stop any type of a huge final push. They will have a single valiant fight. But the gold lead now so much in favor of OMG. They've played an immaculate game, to say the least. Coming into this one, you know, it's like, wow, that was a great play. That was a great play. It's kind of because they don't do anything unless they know it's going to work. They don't go in unless they're going to get something out of it.
Yeah, and they've gotten a whole bunch out of it. This has got to be the most kills the team's had in a game so far in the group stage. 35 kills.
They're
TSM
slightly fanatic pushing.
At this point, you can see the smiles on Reginald's face right now. They only want kills at this point. They might get one. Coma, look out!
Oh, Coma pulls him out, but he's like, check out this shield. Whoa, Reginald gets zeroed out. The Adra goes down behind him. Double kill coming in, and that was cool.
To say it lightly, that did not work.
No, I'd say it heavily.
They got counter-trapped right there. Going, saving, and then the chase continues.
He
Cool is
blowing
people up.
Definitely going right now, right into the base. Cool, dodging out a mystic shot there. Turtle on the backside. Smiles really on the faces. Team Solo mid here. They played a great game. They came out very strong. They didn't really set out the goal that they wanted to with the wins against Korean teams in their favor, with the wins here in the group stages. But they're having a good time doing it.
Well, TSM's still going to have 2 more games.
Yep.
Maybe 1. My math is weird. Coming up in the group stage.
Right.
I believe it's 2 more games.
Absolutely.
And this one looks to be over. OMG 38 kills, maybe more. Coming on to the Nexus.
OMG, very strong and definitive game here, rounding out nearly at 36 minutes. They take down the last few members here. Reginald spawning into the map. The Nexus turrets go down. The Nexus will soon follow after. Reginald will meet it up in the sky here. They have a full health Nexus to take down.
They want to get him.
They're going to pad these stats just a little. Oh! He gets the crescendo land, but also goes down himself. They pad the KDAs 15, 3, and 12. Cool in the mid lane on Syndra.
Wow. TSM really wanted a couple kills at the end there, but this means OMG clinches a spot, I believe, in the quarterfinals. They're still undefeated. That means they are 6-0 now in the group stage. And this was probably their best game so far in the groups. Maybe their game against SK Telecom early on was more impressive, but they really showed their play style in this game, forcing kills and fights all the time and really punishing TSM.